This is a video about the uncomfortable truth of getting rich. Why am I making this video? Because there's a question that keeps coming up in the make money online space. The question isn't just about the best business model or what niche to get into anymore. It's almost always some variation of how do I get rich? People frame it in different ways. What's your advice for landing a high-paying job? Or how can I build a six-figure business doing what I love? But fundamentally, they're all asking the same thing. How do I get rich? The obsession factor. I want to share something that might be uncomfortable to hear, but it's a pattern I've observed again and again. The main reason most people get rich isn't just about skill, luck, or connections. Though those certainly help, the primary factor is what many would consider an unhealthy obsession with making money. This isn't what most people want to hear. We prefer the stories about balance, about the person who works reasonable hours, maintains great relationships, pursues multiple hobbies, stays fit, and also happens to become wealthy. But that narrative rarely matches reality. Most people who become significantly wealthy, not just comfortable, but rich, go through a period where their pursuit of wealth dominates their life in ways that appear obsessive to others. This isn't my personal experience, but it is a pattern observed across many success stories. When people who have achieved financial success are honest about their journey, they will often admit that during the wealth building phase, their pursuit of money was all-consuming. Only after achieving wealth did they pivot to more balance, wellness, and pursuing side quests in life. The reality check. Let's do a quick reality check. If you want to become a professional athlete, what does that take? It requires years of dedicated practice, often starting from childhood. It means training when others are relaxing. It means making sacrifices in other areas of life. From the outside, this level of dedication often looks like an unhealthy obsession. And yet, we don't typically criticize athletes for this focus. We celebrate their dedication. We understand that exceptional results require exceptional commitment. But when it comes to pursuing wealth, our societal attitudes are different, especially if you were to compare parts of Europe and Asia, but less so in the US. There's often an undercurrent of judgment about people who openly pursue wealth. Money will make you rich, people say. Think about what really matters in life. Maybe they're right. Maybe it is unhealthy to become obsessed with getting rich. But the uncomfortable truth remains. Most people who get rich go through a period of intense focus on that goal. What obsession looks like. But what does this obsession actually looks like in practice? Let's break it down. Number one, time allocation. If you're trying to get rich, how many hours per week are you actually devoting to that specific goal? Not your day job, unless it's in tech or finance, where your job might actually make you rich, but focused work on building wealth. Most people who want to get rich are spending 0 hours per week specifically working toward that goal. They might be working hard at their job, they might be busy with various other activities, but they're not dedicating specific time to wealth building. Contrast that with someone who's on the path to wealth. They might be waking up earlier to work on their business before their day job. They might be using lunch breaks to learn about investments. Their evenings and weekends are often spent building something that can scale beyond trading their time for money. Number two, content consumption. Your content diet reflects your priorities. Look at what you consume. What percentage of your reading, listening, and watching is directly related to building wealth? For someone truly focused on getting rich, it's often 80 to 90%. They're consuming books, podcasts, videos, and courses about business, investing, marketing, and wealth creation. Meanwhile, the average person who says they want to get rich might occasionally read a finance article or watch a wealth building video, but the majority of their content diet is entertainment or other interests. I have a friend of mine who always talks about, or rather complain about his life, wanting to get rich and quit his job. And when I ask him what does he do before and after his work, or whatever time he has off work, he admits to watching Netflix and playing video games, nothing related to building his dream life. So I guess it is safe to say that it will only remain as a dream for him. Number three, mental bandwidth. Where does your mind go when it's free to wander? What do you think about in the shower? What do you talk about with friends. For someone obsessed with getting rich, these spaces are often filled with ideas about business opportunities, investment strategies, or ways to increase income. The employment versus entrepreneurship dilemma. This ties directly into a fundamental choice many face: employment versus entrepreneurship. Traditional employment is becoming an increasingly risky path to wealth. I heard this quote online: the future of work will likely consist mostly of entrepreneurs and a small number of elite employees. The entry-level jobs that used to provide a ladder to climb are disappearing. This leaves individuals with essentially two options: rely on increasingly tenuous employment or take full responsibility for their financial future through entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship isn't just about starting a traditional business, it's about adopting a mindset of high agency, setting your own goals and actively pursuing them without waiting for permission. It's about solving problems and creating value in ways that can scale beyond your time. The fundamental difference between employees and entrepreneurs is often in their level of agency. High agency individuals create their own goals and pursue them without permission. Low agency individuals accept goals assigned to them and pursue them because they don't see alternatives. The personal branding element. For starters, in today's interconnected world, another crucial element for getting rich is developing a strong personal brand. Your personal brand is what sets you apart in a crowded market. It's the story you tell, the values you embody, and the unique perspectives you bring. Think about the most successful entrepreneurs today. They're not just known for their products or services, but for who they are as individuals. Their values, expertise, and unique perspectives are instantly recognizable. This is the power of personal branding, and is increasingly essential for financial success. A strong personal brand attracts opportunities rather than requiring you to chase them. When you're known for your expertise and unique perspective, people come to you. This could mean new clients, speaking engagements, media appearances, or partnerships. The uncomfortable choice. So here's the uncomfortable choice. If getting rich is truly your goal, are you willing to develop the level of focus that many would consider obsessive? Are you willing to prioritize wealth building over other aspects of life, at least for a period? If the answer is yes, then you might need to make some dramatic changes to your current approach. You might need to drastically reallocate your time to focus on wealth building activities. Transform your content diet to focus primarily on learning about money and business. Develop an entrepreneurial mindset focused on solving problems and creating value. Build a personal brand that attracts opportunities, which is ideal for beginners trying to make money online. Accept that this focus might create imbalance in your life for a period. But if you're not willing to make these changes, that's completely valid too. Perhaps wealth isn't actually your primary goal, and that's fine. The problems arise when our stated goals don't align with our actions. That misalignment creates frustration and dissatisfaction, just like the example with my friend. The alternative perspective. I want to be clear, this isn't about saying everyone should be obsessed with getting rich. There are many valid paths to a fulfilling life that don't involve significant wealth. Many people find great satisfaction in jobs that pay reasonably well but offer flexibility, autonomy, learning opportunities, and good colleagues. The point isn't that everyone should want to get rich. The point is that if getting rich is truly your goal, you should understand what that typically requires. And if you're not willing to make the sacrifices that goal demands, it might be worth reconsidering whether it's actually your goal at all. Misery often comes from the gap between what we say we want and what we are actually doing to get there. Either change what you are doing or change what you want. That's how you close the gap. The questions to ask yourself. So, if you've watched this far, here are some questions to consider. Number 1, do you truly want to be rich, or do you just want certain elements that you associate with wealth? Security, freedom, or respect? Number 2, if you do want to be rich, are you willing to develop the level of focus and commitment that typically requires? Number 3, are you spending time specifically working toward wealth building? Number 4, does your content consumption reflect a focus on learning about money and business? Number 5, are you developing entrepreneurial skills and a personal brand that can help you stand out? Your answers to these questions will help you determine whether getting rich is actually a priority for you and whether your current approach is aligned with that goal. Remember, there's no right or wrong answer here. The only mistake is having a goal that you are not actually working toward. That's the recipe for frustration. This is just my perspective based on observations and patterns, not a universal truth, but I hope it helps you align your actions with your true priorities, whatever those might be. If you found this video helpful, consider my personal branding mastery if you want to start making money online as a beginner. No matter what business model you are doing, you need one in today's day and age. So like, subscribe, and thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon.